Hello, my name is Jill Backman, and I am the marketing manager for the upcoming Seacoast Parkinson's Wellness Expo on June 21st. I'm here with Gayle Davis, Vice President of Senior Helpers of Southern New Hampshire, who has been a wonderful partner in getting the expo together, providing her guidance and experience and expertise. We're talking to her today about senior helpers and how this wonderful organization can help people with Parkinson's and their care partners in the Seacoast area and beyond. Thank you, Gayle, for talking to me today. I'm excited to talk to you about all the wonderful things that you do, and to be able to share it with everybody. So first, can you tell us a little bit about if you have a personal connection to Parkinson's?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I really love the idea about getting the word out about Parkinson's. I don't have a true personal connection to Parkinson's. I was exposed to it through our business here at Senior Helpers. And the first person that we began to work with Parkinson's, I realized that he had just such a fabulous story, and I really wanted to know more and more. Um, he was a professor. He taught the classics, and at a high school level. And all of a sudden, he lost his job. And when I asked why, it was because he would get in the middle of a lecture and he would lose his train of thought. He would just absolutely freeze and then not remember where he was. And then consequently, he would repeat himself. And at high level, students did not appreciate that. And so I started reading about Parkinson's. And then a year or two later, Senior Helpers actually developed a Parkinson's program, which was extremely intriguing to me because it started to answer in really simple terms what I was witnessing with our client. And so Senior Helpers partnered with the Michael J. Fox Foundation and the John Hopkins Parkinson's team to develop a program that focuses on motor skills and non-motor non-motor symptoms. And the program really focuses on what are the characteristics and what are techniques and some tips that you can work with your loved one when they have a freezing gait, when they all of a sudden stop and have a loss of words, finding that word, completing that sentence. And our focus is a positive approach. Focus on what they can do and not what they no longer can do, because that only proves to be frustrating.
Thankfully, you struck that chord and you are continuing to help these people and that you're, looking for different ways to help people and then pass it on to their care. What kind of services do you provide at Senior Helpers that might help people with Parkinson's as their symptoms progress and maybe that their care partners might need help with as well?
Right. So we offer two basic types of services. Companion care. So maybe this is for the Parkinson's family that is early on in the journey. Maybe they're just having some slight issues with ambulation, and they need a little bit of extra help around the house. We can help with light housekeeping, with changing linens. We can help with laundry. We can help with grocery shopping and taking someone to to the pharmacy. We can do meal preparation. All those things that are really an extension of that individual, to give them the most independence they can possibly have and allowing them to stay safe at home. As the journey continues, we offer personal care, which is anything that involves touching. So bathing, grooming, toileting, assistance with ambulation, dressing. We again help with all the companion things as well. The other part that we really want to encourage is exercise. And so on both sides, the companion care and the personal care, if the our client, the person that's on their Parkinson's journey, has a prescribed regimen of exercises for the days that they don't go to PT, let's get those exercises in, because the more we keep those muscles working and the enzymes flowing into those muscles, the better off we are. And we've really seen some amazing results. The person that I was just mentioning who really piqued my interest about Parkinson's, when we first met him, he came home on hospice. That gentleman spent the next 18 months in our care. That summer, he was out walking in his neighborhood. Yes, with a walker, and yes, with a caregiver, but he felt the breeze on his face. He wasn't just sitting isolated in his home.
Well, that's
So,
wonderful. That's what we're trying to do with the wellness event, right? Is to get people motivated and moving, going for your clients. That's wonderful.
yeah, we have a favorite story about one of our gentlemen. He was 95 years old when he completed his Parkinson's journey. But in the time prior to that, on the spring and summer and early fall days, you could find him and his caregiver out riding his recumbent bike.
That's great. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So, if he couldn't sleep in the middle of the night, off they went to the
All
stationary bike,
right. Yeah.
and so it's all about working together to find that sweet spot where there's motivation and no shame.
Yeah, and yes, exactly. There, you know, and I think another thing with this expo is we're gonna, we want to bring everybody together as a community, so people can, they can be all together and share their stories and share their symptoms and share their, share about what's going on with their bodies and to people who
Hmm.
know what they're going through. I think that's so important. Um,
Absolutely.
so
And
it's
knowing that they're not alone.
right, exactly.
I think one of the saddest things about our business is when people feel like they're all alone.
Mm.
And no, and the joy that our caregivers can bring into someone's life when it says, no, you're not alone. I'm here with you 3 days a week and we're going to do these things. And you know what? We're going to have an awesome summer. And, and that's what we really try to do. Yeah. To everyone who's seeing this video, please spread the word because, some 60,000 Americans are being diagnosed with Parkinson's annually. Number will only continue to grow. And remember that Parkinson's also is part of the big dementia family. So let's educate ourselves. And the more you know, the better off you are.
Thank you, Gail.
Thank you.
And for everybody watching, we will see you on June 21st at the community campus in Portsmouth from 9 to 12:30. And for more information, please follow us on Facebook and we will see you there.